undefeated on LAN since BCX, since the World Championship.
LDZ, Brock Lesnar.
He's real good. He's real good at the video game.
Yeah.
He's strong.
Okay.
He wants to break the streak.
Yeah.
He wants to break the streak. That's
absolutely what it's about. Looks like he's going to be going in with the Diana pick. A little bit of an old school pick. We did see LDZ having a little bit of a character crisis in his last set. I think he switched around, had the Princess Bubblegum, not the Princess Bubblegum, but the Lord Brax to finish it off.
Yeah, he was playing Princess Brax with the tiara on. Technically, he's only Brock Lesnar if he beats Sandstorm. If he loses to Sandstorm, then he's like one of the other people, like Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
If he loses, he's Shawn Michaels, who is truly one of literally the greatest of all time.
Either way, Sandstorm not going to mess around with characters this time. Didn't see him start off with the Lin Fei. Going to be going in with that Mordex. We saw the Lin Fei for one game, and then he's been on Mordex through and through.
It's working so far.
Yep. Scythe Place will finish off the first stock of LDZ clean.
Weapon Spawn coming in. Immediate pickup into jump dare. LDZ going to want to space Sandstorm out, keep him at range. Sandstorm going to want to stay at really even further at range until he's ready to pounce. Like a cat, even though he's a dog.
I think dogs can pounce too, for what it's worth.
Well, but what pounces? A cat. Your first thought is cat.
I guess it's fair.
Cats pounce. That's why you buy cat treats that are called pounce.
Cats are more known for their pounce ability. We do see Sandstorm with the Scythe not going to need to pounce now, as he can just kind of reap and sow. LDZ with the blasters, the side airs. Needs a little bit more as Sandstorm does get that wall touch, and Spike, weapon toss. Down like ground pound, finishes off the stock.
You see him canceling that dash, snapping to that ledge, that soft platform, and then dashing. Showing that tech that you know LDZ has.
Gotta practice that movement.
His movement's so good.
Ooh, chases forward, able to pick up that recovery as well onto LDZ off that down air. You're seeing that a lot from Sandstorm. Again, the downlight into that down air.
You see so much lateral movement from LDZ compared to a lot of other players who float more. Like, you'll see LDZ throw out 2 or 3 jumps before initiating, but it's rare. It's rare, and it seems like the only time he does it is when like he needs to do it. To miss a move and then drop down, fast fall, and punish. His movement is like truly one of the cleanest in the game and has been. It seems like it's unreal that his movement is still so good and has been some of the best in the game for 3 years, man. 3+ years at this point.
I mean, he's the one who created a lot of the movement, a lot of the decisions that we make now as commonplace. LDZ with the down air takes the lead over Sandstorm.
That looks like a 2016 LDZ World Championship Bo edge guard. Just super simple.
Back when Bo first came out and TWK was like, what's your opinions on Bo? And we were like, it is super good at just hitting Sares and Dares and finishing stocks. Bo's away. The Bo, though, didn't even want it. Wants the blasters for the damage build, but the spawn's not happening. There it is. Sandstorm with the coverage. Puts him near it as a fake out.
Now, even though Sandstorm took away LDZ's first stock while he was in like the beginning of orange, middle of orange, that lead was negated until these 2 absolutely massive strings that Sandstorm was able to find on the scythe. That down air just barely missing. Sandstorm getting all around him. The neutral signature is going to give Sandstorm victory number 1.
It's a classic finish from Sandstorm. Neutral light, chase dodge forward, neutral signature. That's just good old bread and butter finisher from the Mordex.
Now, I don't know the coaching rules to a T, but you declare your coach before every set, right?
I think so.
Okay. So he could have a different coach.
Yeah. Someone other than Blood Diamond.
But I mean, LDZ's still
works.
alive.
Yeah.
So I think Blood Diamond deserves at least some credit for that. I give
what
Blood
his
Diamond
coaching
all the credit
fee
in
is.
the world. So yeah, every set you can change your coach. So it could be someone else, or it could be Mr. Blood Diamond himself.
Could be.
Mr. West Coast. They're both West players, too.
That's true.
LDZ, of course, coming all the way from the West Coast. He's in California. You don't remember exactly where.
Blood Diamond as well, another California boy. A little bit slower start to this one.
But still somewhat of a similar start in terms of damage output. LDZ already in the red. He's keeping on pace almost with Sandstorm at this point. There's the neutral light into the recovery. Throwing the weapon, I think, the wrong way.
Yeah, likely would have wanted to keep that pressure going.
But his focus was still more on the weapon spawn itself, so not a huge deal whatsoever. It likely would not have killed.
He still had the Sage control regardless.
Yeah, definitely.
Goes for the down signature, that kind of the back step into the down signature, but LDZ avoids it. Down light recovery. LDZ trying to get back into this one, getting some good damage, off stage opportunity.
Falling real low with that one. I think he dipped off screen at one point.
The weapon. Sandstorm.
That's it.
Down there, yeah. Hits it with the down air, and Sandstorm takes the first stock.
But this game, by the time that happened, it was over a minute and a half, by the way. By the time it happened, Sandstorm is already in kill range. Down like dare. Tried to go for another one right over the edge. LDZ was there to punish it with a side air. One more side air, or it'll be a side signature. You saw Sandstorm was running away, so LDZ used that to chase after him. It has that extended range, has a large dead zone right in front of the character, but it has that extended range. That's the trade-off, and that's what LDZ knew he needed to be able to reach Sandstorm all the way over there.
Just above the icicles. Sandstorm with a double side light onto LDZ. Side signature again. Sandstorm is hitting these side signatures. You pointed out how good STTV Wilson was at avoiding these side signatures. Well, Sandstorm is just hitting them now onto LDZ. Nair into recovery.
Sandstorm with his gauntlets, continuing to control more. Seeing a nice fight back from LDZ. That neutral signature just barely gets dodged through.
Did not quite have enough active frames on it. Downlight into the Nair sends LDZ through that soft platform.
LDZ maintaining stage control, then going over with the ground pound. Sandstorm following right after him. Both had the same idea on their mind. Just like YNW Melly, it was murder on their mind. They want to get these stocks. LDZ on his final stock here. If Sandstorm's able to take this away, throwing up because that was the closest blast zone. You don't see him normally taking that option because normally he hits it on the corner, wants to throw over the corner and down.
The weapon toss.
But this time that top blast zone, that was the closest one.
Has him off stage,
LDZ
the weapon
in kill range, he still finds the kill onto Sandstorm. You saw he took his hands off his keyboard. Look, he was rubbing him on his legs. He is feeling some of the pressure even though he's in the lead right now.
His hands getting sweaty. Stressful environment. LDZ with the bow plays.
Nice.
Just
that one
outside,
doesn't hit.
Yeah.
He must have felt the rush of cold air on his face.
Starting to find the punish on that side signature. Knows he can outspace it and punish with a downlight.
They're so even. This game is coming in at 4 minutes. They're so even right now.
In the orange. I think Sandstorm has just a slight damage lead over LDZ.
Look at all the movement from LDZ. It's so frantic, but in a good way. It's not like he's panicking, but he's just all over the place. It's rapid movement. It's forcing Sandstorm to pay attention. He finds the neutral signature just barely. Enough strength behind that to kill. Sandstorm going up 2-0 against LDZ. Damage was only 30 points apart. So close between these two.
Sandstorm versus LDZ. One more game for Sandstorm to knock out the two-time world champion and prove his dominance.
No swap from LDZ.
No. He's going to play that Diana game. Didn't even see a coach come up.
Nope.
Off stage.
I mean, you saw how close last game was. It's not like there was any one thing that you could be like, okay, he's doing this, you should do this. It was so close between those two. LDZ looking for that dare edge guard. Man, off of that neutral light, no move to follow up. That's how cautious Sandstorm's playing right now.
So scary. The icicles, LDZ dashes a little bit too far forward to hit that side light punish.
Yeah, he underspaced the side light just a little bit. Sandstorm was in that dead zone, unfortunate for LDZ.
Barely avoids that signature. Actually dashed off stage so that he can get the horizontal dodge. Spot dodge into an air. Both of them so incredibly close here. Punish. That's going to be the kill.
Sandstorm picking up the first weapon spawn that happens. Also picking up the second weapon spawn, and it's back to the Scythe. There's the Diana side signature. One of the first ones we've seen. I think he doesn't want to get stuck in all those active frames. Like some players will fall into it. It has fantastic hitboxes on it. But if Sandstorm's able to get around it, like that's such big punish territory for him.
If your opponent's not really spot dodging, then you end up just getting punished a whole lot of times.
We also haven't seen him use the characteristic boomy down signature, like right on the corner, gravity canceled sometimes.
He's actually been really conservative with his signature use. Not even going for the downlight into the neutral signature, which is great if your opponent has already burned their dodge.
And that was indicative of his Lucian. Back 2 or 3 years ago, it was the same thing.
Uh-oh. Barely touched. Got above. Again, goes off stage for the ground pound.
LDZ almost to kill range. That's going to bounce him off the platform, take away some of that momentum, keep him from dying. There's the neutral air, dodging straight up, continuing the unarmed pressure. The weapon spawn is on the field, retreating back to the wall to try and keep himself safe. Unfortunately, that gives Sandstorm free reign to grab that weapon spawn. There's the weapon toss. It's going to keep LDZ unarmed for so long, but somehow they're still even. The strong downlight with the increased force, not turning your opponent around, sending him behind you, but sending him straight forward, close to that blast zone.
Still not enough to finish off LDZ, though. Sidelight into the side air. Sandstorm gets the stock advantage. 1 stock left to knock out the 2-time world champion LDZ.
Even though LDZ was without a weapon for so long, he still just brought Sandstorm into the red. He was still going relatively even on damage with him despite being at a weapon disadvantage. That's incredible. That's
down air.
That's the stock.
That's all he needed, LDZ with the precision on that bow shot. We're seeing a lot less of kind of moves coming out from Sandstorm. He's just getting 1 or 2, just enough to get these big damage bursts on LDZ.
And LDZ's tied it up. Retreating back to the wall, then fast falling right as his hurt box peeks over the corner. He goes up just a little bit, baiting Sandstorm into a move. Fast fall down, get out of the way.
Tries to go for the side signature. Off stage, will be able to chase dodge. And I like the way that he didn't immediately commit to that chase dodge. You saw him kind of pull out of it early so that Sandstorm couldn't catch him with that weapon toss.
Sandstorm has LDZ in kill range on possible tournament stock. He's up 2 games to 0. LDZ needs this to stay alive. He has to bring Sandstorm further damage into the stock. That Nair just turned him orange. That neutral signature, oh, it would have been so clutch.
Neutral light into the recovery. LDZ needs to get some sort of turnaround here.
Is Sandstorm going to edge guard him? Sandstorm's backing off, picks up the recovery. Sandstorm in a history-making set. 3-0s, the 2-time world champion. LDZ, current world champion, showing his dominance, proving that he's better than the old-school 2-time world champion.
LD Shawn Michaels Z.
Yeah, he's Shawn. Unfortunately for LDZ, which like if you're Shawn, like that's still pretty chill.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels pretty good.
To be Shawn Michaels, still one of the best to ever do it. Man.
Sandstorm 3-0ing LDZ too. That means he's going to be going up against Boomy next. And if I'm Boomy, I'm sweating right now.